watching out for you. This is Storm Team 8.
What a fun afternoon so far, hasn't it? We've seen small hail, pretty widespread, some heavy rains, even some wet, heavy snowflakes accumulating, sticking to the ground north of Grand Rapids, Kent City, Rockford, up toward Big Rapids, Cadillac, with an inch or two of wet, heavy snowfall. Now temperatures on the increase, strangely, and we've got a chance for some severe storms coming up later tonight. First to Storm Track Live, you can see it's quiet right now across West Michigan. Really, the only thing that's grabbing my eye is this little batch of light rain to the northeast of Big Rapids. Nothing significant here. The snow, the hail, the lightning, thunder has all wrapped up. Our focus then turns to the southwest. You can see showers right now from Minnesota down toward western Nebraska. That's not really what we're tracking and concerned with. There's a batch of storms that are likely to fire up here from about Kansas City up toward Chicago later on this evening. And by later on this evening, I mean probably 2 to 3 hours from now. Those storms are going to develop and push off to the northeast, and once they start showing up here on the radar map, we'll start tracking them for you. Because of the threat for severe weather, the Storm Prediction Center issuing a moderate risk for Kansas City. Here in West Michigan, it's a slight risk. Primary threat here is going to be hail. Think about how cool it is out there. The freezing levels are in the atmosphere are very low, so it doesn't take a lot of vertical energy to get this precipitation to freeze and then fall back down in the form of hail. Right now, winds are pretty strong out of the southeast, and that accounts for the warming. We're at 54 now in Benton Harbor. Cooler to the north, though. 42 here in GR. Here in Big Rapids, we're at 36. And take a look at the wider view of temperatures. Right now, it's 83 in Des Moines, 68 here in Chicago. You can see this warm front. It continues to push off to the northeast. In fact, 73 right now in Gary, Indiana. So if you want some warmer weather, it's not that far of a drive to get into the 70s just into northern Indiana. But we'll stay cooler north of I-96 tonight, but we have a shot at some 60s here. In fact, let me put this into motion. You'll see the showers, thunderstorms start to pop up here between 6 p.m. and midnight, probably closer to midnight. And then look at these temperatures. 60 for Sturgis and Coldwater, so that's an increase from where we are right now in the 40s, warming all the way up into the 60s. More storms overnight, however, the strongest of it comes in that, give it about a 3-hour window either side of midnight tonight. Starting to taper off into the early morning tomorrow. Probably a wet roadway on your drive to work. Temperatures here in the mid-60s south, mid-40s to the north, and then that front clears through and temperatures fall through the afternoon. So it's one of those inverse setups where temperatures are going to warm consistently overnight and then fall continuously through the day tomorrow. About the opposite of what we usually have. By lunchtime tomorrow, most of us dry, but kind of a gray, dreary day. We'll see some scattered showers throughout the day, but the heaviest of the stuff in terms of storms and the possibility for minor flooding, that's coming tonight, overnight, and tapering off as we get into the morning hours. What are we thinking for total rainfall? A lot of us are going to see a ½ an inch to an inch of additional rainfall. Keep in mind, we've already picked up a 1/4 to ½ an inch with those storms that blew through earlier this afternoon. You go GR to the south, this will be the bullseye right here across far southwest Michigan. In this area, we could see ½ an inch to an inch of additional rainfall coming our way tonight. So let's break down the first couple of days of the 8-day forecast. We've got the storms pushing in tonight, and the stronger storms are going to be along and south of I-94. Primary threats here, hail, gusty winds coming through tonight with these storm systems. Heavy rain, minor flooding, that's more of a threat for just about everybody. And then everything winds down Monday with a little bit of non-accumulating light snow as a possibility. And then warmer weather in view. Looking ahead through the work week into the weekend, I've got temperatures into the low 60s, Larry, although it looks like it's going to be a bit of a soggy run over the next 8 days.
Yeah, but multiple 60s on the 8-day. We're
Indeed.
getting there, aren't we?
Yeah, it's a good sign.
All right, thanks, Kyle.